Ahora sí.
Ándale. Hello, everybody. It's Spider here, DeFi Car Podcast, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas. I'm in the studio with amelid Lopez and Angel. Hello, thank you for coming by. I wanted to ask you, you guys are involved with commercial realtor.
Yes.
How long have you been in the business?
Well, I started this is my around third year. Yeah. I came from medical sales and then I started in commercial.
Oh, okay.
This is actually my third year. 3 days.
Almost 3 years. Seems like 3 years.
3 days. I just retired from military like a couple years ago and then decided to enjoy the real commercial business.
No, and technically we can never retire, right? We gotta stay busy, so
That's
of
right.
course, And as far as are you guys from San Antonio?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm living in San Antonio. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
We live in San Antonio. We're Puerto Ricans, but we live in San Antonio.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, and as far as the business, the reason I brought you in here was basically because of that. I mean, we talked 2019. COVID happened, and a lot of people got scared. A lot of businesses within
Yes.
2020, within a year, they closed down, and it was unfortunate. They lost their business, or we lost family. And now that the world is opening up, I wanted to bring you in here just to answer a few questions as far as people might have. I mean, for one of them, is it with everything opening up, is it the right time to open up a business?
Yes, let me tell you, in my experience, like during the COVID situation, there's sadly there's a lot of people like closed business, and it was like slow for us in commercial. But after COVID, this is insane. This is crazy. This is the perfect moment to invest. I'm getting a lot of leads, and I'm working with investors, developers, and this is the perfect time. Let me tell you, the economy it's running.
No, definitely. You see, and that's why I wanted to bring you, because I personally know people locally that did close their business. A lot of them that are thinking about opening up for the first time. One of the things that I was bringing up was as far as what should they look out for when it comes to opening up a business. I mean, it's not just renting a building, but what is it that they need to look forward to?
Yeah, there's a lot of people like whenever they come to me asking, they have many questions. Hey, I want to invest. Let me know what is the best option. But the most percent they're opening like restaurants. There's a lot of people opening restaurants, a lot of Mexican restaurants.
Oh yeah,
especially here in San Antonio. So yeah, that's the most percent, and also barbershops and beauty salons. But most percent in retail, like retail space. There's people investing in industrial, multifamily, but the most percent they're looking for retail space.
No, and that's one of the things I was telling you guys. I'm a contract driver, so I'm all over the city. And San Antonio used to finish right here, and now it's like expanding. I mean, we got houses being built outside 604 like crazy. So, and there's a lot of businesses popping up. So, of course, that's where you guys come in. I mean, if people are interested in renting out a facility, they can contact you guys.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, I know you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
You're also on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And what's your plug? What's your outlet?
My outlets, because like I said, I run like basically everything, like retail, industrial. Now I'm entering to multifamily, and so I'm trying to focus more in investments, commercial investments, and that's why he came. I brought him. This is the third day for him. I'm training him, and I just switched with EXP Commercial. I came from LSI Commercial Real Estate, and this opportunity with EXP Commercial, they're nationwide. We also work with Deals International. So that's why I'm like bringing more agents. I'm running basically our organization here in Texas. I'm under my main sponsors there are in North Carolina. So and I'm running Texas in commercial. So I'm building the team in San Antonio, Texas, and because I want to try to stay focused on investments. Right. So that's why I'm training him in retail space, and I'm going to train another 2 agents in industrial and office space too. So, and in that way I can focus more in investments and multifamily, because there's a lot, like I said, a lot of development here in San Antonio and surrounding, in Texas especially. There are a lot of investors coming from California, from Florida, all of the
Yeah.
around the world. So
No, yeah,
that's-
and of course, it's no secret. I mean, San Antonio is one of those cities that everybody's coming to. So
Yes.
of course,
Right.
there's a lot of people wanting to put their money in, so to speak.
Yes.
I mean, when it comes to investment.
Mhm.
As far as military, are you working with a lot of military people right now?
Yes. Actually, San Antonio is a great place to retire as a military.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are pro-military. There are bases everywhere, hospital for military. This is the time. This is the time to be in San Antonio.
No, definitely. And I mean, of course, you retired here. Were you stationed here in San Antonio?
Well, I was in D.C.
Okay.
I retired from D.C. I'm moving to San Antonio.
Okay, so you're one of the ones that moved over here, man.
That's right. That's right.
I was gonna say, when it comes to commercial leasing, I mean, of course, if I were to open say I wanted to open a restaurant, is there a difference between opening up a food place to say like a barbershop?
Yes, there's that works like different. There's a lot of, that's what I call, like, I always recommend my clients to like, if they're gonna start like the first time opening a business, I recommend second generation. We call second generation because the place is ready. When you're gonna open a restaurant, there's a lot of things involved. Like, you have to spend money out of pocket.
Yes.
So, and you're leasing, you're not the owner. So that's why I always try to find a second generation space for them. And there's a lot of like different permits, of course,
Right.
and requirements from the city. And the barbershop works. Some things is the same,
Right.
like the restaurant, but there's a lot of difference, like between barbershop or restaurant.
Right, because the food is
Yeah,
involved,
food
so of course you
involved
get the
more.
food.
More expensive and more permits. Yeah.
And let me ask you, when you say second generation, of course that means that, like, for a restaurant, the water lines already set up, the gas
like
lines, all that.
grease trap, like vendor hood, stuff like that, because that's costs a lot of money.
No,
if you're gonna,
definitely.
if you're gonna pay out of pocket.
So if you get a second generation, everything's set up. You
Yeah.
just have to, get the permits.
You
and
save
get it
some
going.
money, that's
no,
right.
yes,
You're
of
gonna
course.
save a
That's
lot of
always
money.
good. That's always good. Let me ask you, as far as like this year, I mean, alone. I mean, you guys have been busy. I know you're gonna be busy real soon.
Yes.
When it comes to like you said, everything's like, it's a good time to open.
Mhm.
I mean, what would you recommend for people to start doing? I mean, if I wanted to open up a business, I mean, what are some of the things that I need to look up forward to? I mean, of course, my credit, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah, when you're looking to open a business and to lease space, I always recommend, like, obviously save money, have money, have a commercial account,
right,
because they're gonna ask you for a commercial account. Some landlords, they look for the credit, but some landlords, they just focus on the how much you have on your account. And also taxes, have the taxes at least 2 years. Like, if you don't have your business like the city, like register and a business name, that's very important. And yeah, all because they're gonna ask you for 3 last bank statements,
right,
the taxes, and the business name, if you have registered or not. Sometimes the credit, I mean, landlords
Yeah.
focus on the credit, but some landlords, the most percent, they just focus if you have money. Like,
No,
that's
no,
the main
definitely.
important.
Yeah, because they want to rent the space, so of course they want to rent it. But I
Mhm.
mean, I guess somebody checking credit, they're just looking for longevity. Like,
Yes.
somebody that's going to be there for,
Yes.
like you said, maybe 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to actually leasing a space, what are the least I guess time, like, are most of them like a year, 2 years?
In commercial, the most percent you lease between 3 to 5 years.
Oh, okay.
For us, the commercial realtor, I always, when someone comes to me, I always recommend, like, if you want, for example, a lot of people, they just gonna start a business, so they want to save money at the beginning, of
Right.
course, because they had to invest a lot of money. So I can find like negotiate like 3 months base rent, because they're gonna pay the triple nets. Let me tell you, the triple nets. A lot of people, they don't know that they're gonna pay. They say, "Oh no, I'm gonna pay like 2,000," but they don't know that they had to pay plus 2,000 plus the triple net. Triple net is insurance, the insurance, property insurance,
Maintenance.
and what else? Like the
You see, he's already learning. So
yeah,
that's
he's
good.
learning. So he's my backup.
There you go.
So yeah, so it's plus the triple nets. The triple nets depend on the area that you're looking for. Some triple nets are high, and it's depend on the area where the location that you're gonna open. So those questions, there's a lot of people they ask me. So we recommend like between 3 to 5 years, especially 5 years at least, because we have more space to negotiate the base rent, because we can negotiate base rent, not the triple net. The triple net they're gonna keep saying because it's taxes, and we can't change that. But the base rent, we can negotiate base rent. We can negotiate like a free rent. A lot of landlords, they offer you TI money. So TI money is a tenant improvement allowance. So we have more space, more to negotiate in 5 years, but at least 3 years, between 3 years to 5 years.
Yeah, and when you say you're mentioning insurance, because that's important for a lot of reasons. I mean, if you're opening up a business and something happens, fire, water, is there a difference in different, I guess, insurance that you have to purchase for commercial?
It's gonna be like depend the property. Of course, they have the insurance, the property insurance. That's why they charge you. The landlord charge you triple X. But when you're gonna open your business, you have to have your own insurance for your business, and the cost depend on the business, and the space and the type of course, the type of business.
Okay. Now, once again, and I'm asking because a lot of questions I do have, and I have people that, what would be the difference? Like, say if somebody were to open up a martial arts or like a training center, like, is there a difference in I mean, of course, there's no stove, there's nothing like that, but I mean, is there a difference with that?
No, it's more like easy because it's more like open space. You just need like restrooms, stuff like that, and you're not gonna need like you said, like stove or something like restaurant. But yeah, it's more open space, so it's more easy. It depends on the space that you're looking for, like for if you want like to do events or classes or whatever you. So that's a thing. So it's gonna be easier to find a place for events or classes.
Right. No, yeah, it depends on the occupancy.
Yeah.
I know you need to, like, the city gives you as far as how many people can be in there and whatnot. Now, let me ask you, and this question's for your man over there. As far as when it comes to, because she says she's going to be busy, so you already got your luggage going, you're ready to travel. Is he going to be traveling?
He's going to travel with me at the end of this month. Man, okay. So he's going to start.
Yeah, there you go. You see, you thought you were retired, but there you go, man. And where are you guys going to be going to?
At the end, we're gonna travel to South Carolina because we're gonna get a certificate for international real estate. So we will be certificate international, so we can close international deals. And I'm gonna bring him with me. He was like, "I'm new," but yeah, he will be ready. So yeah, we're traveling to South Carolina, and then we're gonna travel to North Carolina.
Okay, and when you say international, is that from like businesses outside the country opening
up? Yeah, outside. We can do in South Africa right now. My organization have business. They're closing deals in South Africa. We close in Brazil. We close even in China. We can close deals. Wow, so.
That's interesting. No, and well, I mean, of course, you guys are in San Antonio, and like I said, it's a hot spot. I mean, there's houses. Like I said, popping up. Potranco 1604. I mean, I've been out there farther. There's places I go out to, and I used to see trees, and now it's like houses, right? So
that's right.
But what's a good hotspot for San Antonio right now? Can you tell us what areas are pretty good when it comes to opening up?
To opening business or
a business?
Business. Okay, it depends. I mean, because the south side, it's more like cheaper, but it's good area too. But if you want to open right now, the northwest is one of the best, like UTSA area, the Rim and Alamo, Stone Oaks. That's the best areas to open a business right now. It's more expensive, but if you have the budget, that's my recommendation.
Yeah, because there's a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course, there's I guess I used to always tell people when there's a business, the first thing you pay is the window cost, because of course it's expensive. Oh, it goes up in price, but I mean, of course it's it's closer to their home, of course, if people live out there. Now, when it comes to commercial insurance, are you guys? You said sooner or later you're gonna have a team and you're gonna be more doing the paperwork, I guess.
Yeah, on the insurance side,
right?
We don't work directly with insurance, but we have contacts. I always put my clients with my contacts.
Okay.
But we don't do like anything like related to the insurance. We can guide the clients.
So we give you at least 3 recommendations. You as a client, you decide which one you want to go.
Yes.
Nice.
The same work whenever you want to get like a loan, like SBA loan or a regular loan commercial. So we have contacts. So we always have contacts.
No, and that's good because, of course, I mean, you can kind of, like you said, you can lead people and say,
Yes.
okay, well, this is, you're going to need A, B, C, or D. Who are the people you can
Mhm.
call? And they can do just that, right?
Yes.
They can call the people and see what fits them. Now, you were talking about investors. As far as investors, were you saying these are people that are willing to help businesses or more people like for opening up like developments and
There's a lot of like different between investors. I'm working like right now. I'm working with developers, but I'm working with like people who want to open like buy a property and opens and run their
Right.
own business. So it's a difference. But yeah, basically, the most percent they're looking for invest on their own business.
right.
But there's a lot of development too. So
No, sure. I see them. Now, when it comes to San Antonio, have you guys been like to Austin, Houston, Dallas?
Yes.
You guys are out there too?
yes, I've been in like this week. I'm supposed to travel like tomorrow to Dallas. So I'm trying to reschedule for next week, and I have to travel to Houston. In Houston, it's more industrial, but it's crazy too. The commercial real estate is crazy right now. We all the brokers and agents, we're getting like crazy with commercial because a lot of people they want to open
Yeah.
business, especially in Texas. We're in Texas, so
No, yeah, I know.
Texas is crazy.
I
It's
mean,
crazy.
Yeah, because even they were talking a lot of companies from California moving
Yes.
over here to
Mhm.
Texas because
Yes.
of the tax, of course. You know.
Yeah, last week I received like five calls from California. I was on vacation in Colorado and I was receiving calls because investors they want to invest in multifamily
You gotta
or
answer.
retail. Yeah.
No, well, I mean that's good though. I mean, as far as and the reason I was asking about Dallas and Houston, I haven't been out there in a minute. I mean, is it busy like it is here? Like when it comes to like houses opening up and new businesses?
Yes. Hmm.
Oh, you see, and I haven't been out there. I haven't traveled that far yet. At least not this year, so I haven't seen much of traffic. Now, when it comes to like once again, because we are inside a training facility, and of course, you know, the owner, he was able to get everything right. I mean, of course, with the city, the permits. I mean, it took a while. So, I mean, but that was one of my questions. What's the wait time? Like, say if I wanted to open up a business, what's the wait time I'm looking at?
Okay, that depends. It's going to depend on your obviously if you're ready with like financials and obviously whenever someone come to me or come to him, I'm training him. And right now he's busy. I gave him like some leads, so he's helping me. It depends. Like could be like in 30 days we can close the deal, or 90 days, or it depends whenever you want to open, of course. So, but the most percent I close before 30 days.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
And that's of course if the person's ready.
If you're ready with financials and your budget is ready and you have everything registered your business and the landlord accept my LOI, my proposal, yeah, we can close soon. We can close in 3 weeks.
You see, and when it comes to like closing, like say if I'm renting out this building and we close say Friday, like how long before I can like open? Is there still like a waiting time? I mean, of course I gotta set up and get
Yeah,
everything
depending.
ready.
It depends on the setup. If the buildings, I mean, is ready to use, okay, you can open as soon as possible. And but it's if there's construction involved,
Right.
so that's gonna take time.
Okay. Now, one of the things you had mentioned earlier was when it comes to actually like me renting like getting a leasing space. Now, of course, insurance. You had mentioned. I mean, you guys can negotiate that because that's
Yeah,
what
that's
we're
insurance.
paying. When somebody gets into that, do they have to pay the 2-3 years right away, or is everything like set in?
No. For example, if we like close the deal for 3 years, so of course you have to pay even that. The most percent when we get free rent is in 5 years. That's
Right.
why I always recommend. And of course, if you're gonna open a business, you're gonna invest a lot of money. So that's why I always do my math, and I sit with my client and I say, okay, so you wanna recover your money that you're investing, like 5 years is better, and I can negotiate. For example, I just closed a deal. I got 7 months free,
Okay.
5 months free with free base rent, and 2 months free rent and triple net because it's a long term.
Right.
So, and both sides, like the landlord and the tenant, they gonna like get the return of the investment.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the best way.
Oh yeah, because I mean I don't have to pay for 5 months, so yeah,
Exactly.
of course, you know.
And you're gonna pay. Let me ask you the question. So you're gonna pay monthly.
Right.
If you get the 7 months, for example, and you're gonna start paying you have to pay anyway the deposit and the first month in front, but then you're gonna start paying the rent after seven months.
Oh, okay. No,
So-
but that's still good. I mean, I still went.
And it will be monthly.
Right. Okay. And that was one of my questions. I mean, I didn't know, so I definitely wanted to ask on that. As far as traveling, I mean, you say you're gonna have a team of like 4 people. Total?
Right now here in Texas, in San Antonio, I have like around four.
Okay.
Yeah, and more coming. I'm waiting because I'm still recruiting
Oh, okay.
agents around.
And let me ask you this. I mean, what are you looking for people to work with you? I mean, what kind of qualifications?
Okay, the license.
Oh.
You can talk. You can answer that question.
No, of course you have to have a license with Texas.
Okay.
So you,
Yeah, Texas or whatever. I mean, because I'm recruiting out of Texas too.
Oh, that's
So
right.
now my focus is in Texas. On next week I'm traveling to Houston because I need people in Houston
Oh, okay,
because I
okay.
can be like in San Antonio, in Austin, and Dallas at the same time. So
No,
that's why I am.
That's smart.
And
I mean,
Houston is
definitely.
crazy right now, so I'm traveling there to recruit more agents. And the most person in commercial, they ask you for 2 years experience, but right now with this company, yeah, I mean, we have a lot of like tools and trainings and I mean, it's excellent. This is excellent company, EXP. Because it's EXP Realty, but we are EXP Commercial.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay. And of course, it's on-the-job training, so they get to travel with you and learn while they're
Yes.
there, right? Now, you're saying is you're going to take him with you to, you said North Carolina?
South Carolina, and then we're gonna travel to North Carolina.
Okay. And what's going on out there?
South Carolina, we're gonna get the training, the certificate for
Oh, that's
international, and then we're gonna travel to North Carolina because our sponsors are in North Carolina, and we're gonna meet the team and be in contact with them in person because we always
You ready?
do this Zoom meetings.
waiting for.
No, that's good though. I mean, because obviously, I mean, when it comes to like you said, you have all the you have a lot of connections.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a lot of referrals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, it's a good thing because if you don't have the answer, you can.
Yeah,
like, you know,
always
you can
exactly.
call.
Mhm.
Smart. I like that.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you. Of course, I mean, we're here in San Antonio. I keep bringing up the fact that it is booming. I mean, right now it's like a gold rush. Like everybody's just fighting, and not just for houses, but I mean even businesses, right?
Yeah.
Now, for people that are moving over here, like say, families coming down here from, but what would you tell them? I mean, what should they look for as far as like areas or houses, maybe?
Well, that's
Houses is depend, of course. If you got kids, you want to get in the best school, right? So it's depend what you're looking for. If you don't like the city, you are more like
country life.
Yeah, country life.
Yes.
So it depends what you're looking for.
Okay.
San Antonio have it all.
No, yeah. I mean, I did a delivery last week, and the guy's like, I don't live that far on South Side. I'm like, okay, and he was far. I looked, I googled it, and I'm like, man, he was like 1604, like out, like he was 281 south, like he was way out there, and but everybody's moving. They kind of, like you said, they want that country life. They want to be close to the city, but they want to be far away to where
Yes.
they don't get bothered. That's smart. I want to do that, but that's smart. I mean, that's true though. As far as if you have kids, I mean, always look out for schools.
That's cool. That's a fair question.
Yeah, you see, I wouldn't have.
Best district.
And after kids, I wouldn't. I mean, I would have thought of that, but I think it would have been more like, for me, I guess, because I am from San Antonio, I'd probably be closer to family, because I need a babysitter, so gotta call mom. No, but I mean, of course, I mean the schools. Right now, I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, I'm delivering furniture like out there at Potranco, and I mean traffic. You're out there. I told people it used to take me an hour to get from here to Austin. Now it takes me an hour to get out of San Antonio. And that's how bad it is.
Especially in the 1604, there's a lot of traffic.
Oh yes, you see, and
crazy.
those are, when it comes to delivery, of course, I personally always look out for that. Do you guys like say when it comes to business? Of course, it does matter, but it doesn't because of course they want more traffic. So I mean, do customers ask you about that?
Yes, if it's restaurant, of course they want high traffic, barbershops, beauty salon. But when it's an industrial and they have their online business or something
They
like that.
don't-
So they don't care about the traffic. But the most person in retail space, yeah, of course, are looking for high traffic.
Okay, well, makes sense. You're saying that there was a building that I noticed the other day, and I was like, man, I forgot the name of it. I said, man, I'm gonna look it up. But it was just like a big box, and those cars in park. But yeah, of course, it's industrial, so it's not.
Yeah.
They're not looking for people to go by there. And
Yeah.
now, once again, when it comes to like actually leasing, the paperwork, of course, I mean, are there banks involved when it comes to, I mean,
No, when it's leasing, just we ask for the bank statement, at least for the three banks, last bank statements. But yeah, the banks they're not involved
okay, so if
unless
it's,
you're gonna buy a property.
well, right. I mean, because if it's me, like you said, I mean, if he's renting to me, then of course he's gonna look at my numbers, make sure I'm making that kind of money. Of course, why 3 months though? What is it that they look at in 3 months?
They're looking like obviously the you're stable in financial, that you have saving or you have the enough money to pay at least to cover 3 months. Their
Now-
rent.
And of course, you mentioned earlier too, when they look at the bank statement. I mean, of course, I would have to open up. You said a commercial account.
Is a you can have your own, I mean your personal account, but our recommendation is to open a commercial.
And should they do that like now or once they open the business?
If you're planning to open a business, I recommend you to open a commercial account. But I mean, we still can work with a personal,
Right.
checking or saving account.
It's not just money, man.
It's
sounds
just
like
money,
they got- yeah.
money talk.
No, yeah. I mean, it is business, so of course. And let me ask you, and I don't want to get political when it comes to what's going on right now with, the gas, everything is going up. But of course, I mean, with traveling, are you taking that hit?
Yes. Like yesterday, let me tell you this. This is funny. Yesterday, I sent a picture because I have my car. It's a VA, and I spent like $100 in gas. So I said, okay, I'm gonna buy a bicycle. I'm gonna buy a bicycle because this is crazy.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, because I drive around all day and I noticed it. Like, I'm like, man, I'm having to fill up, more than I'm used to. But hopefully everything will get situated and things will look better. I mean, I know. I mean, of course, on Facebook, everybody's posting memes and posting, but somebody had said, "Oh yeah, we're finally out of COVID, and now gas is this high. We still can't go nowhere." But I mean, here in San Antonio, I mean, of course, I have a buddy of mine, and he actually moved here to downtown area, and I know there's lofts, there's apartments popping up left and right, and he was telling me, he's like, man, I love it because everything's close by. Have you guys noticed more traffic here in the downtown area?
Yes.
And what kind of, if you don't have to say names, but what kind of businesses have been opening up?
Restaurants.
Restaurant,
Yes. Restaurants. A lot of restaurants in
barbershop.
yes. But in downtown, a lot of restaurants.
No, yeah. We got them. I think Fiesta's coming up like in 4 weeks, so
Yes.
hopefully you guys will be here for that. We'll see.
Yes, hopefully.
And let me ask you, of course, I'm gonna post your link, and as far as that way, people do have questions. They can definitely reach out to you. Maybe even helping you build your team. I mean, I'm gonna have friends in Houston and Dallas, so I'll definitely have them share it because one of the things as the economy has been is people losing employees. Nobody's able to hang on to them. It's just everybody thinks they're worth more than they should be. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, of course, I mean it's an option. I mean, a lot of businesses are hurting from actual employees. Quitting or not wanting to work in general. But I'm gonna share it and hopefully get a lead.
We have a lot of tools, so they can reach us. We also speak Spanish. There's a lot of people like Hispanics opening business, and when they find out I speak Spanish or he speaks Spanish, they're excited because in commercial it's more percent that just speaks English.
Yeah.
So that's another tool that we have, and we have a lot of tools. We can guide them through the process.
And of course, earlier you said, I mean, having a license to be able to work for something like this. But what kind of experience are you looking for? Like when it comes to like bringing somebody on board?
Yeah, I mean, especially if they have like financial experience or sales or stuff like that, like marketing.
Okay.
And hungry to make money.
Oh yeah, of course. And wanting to travel, of course, 'cause they're gonna be traveling.
And always, and he knows, and I'm always looking for business. I'm work hard. A lot of people they think because we're owner business, right? We don't work like too much, and no, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I start working, and sometimes I just finish at 3 a.m. And sometimes at 8 we have a Zoom meeting, and then we have another Zoom meeting, and then I had to travel, and then I have to. So we always working. Like last night, I got home like around like 11 p.m. and I left around like 6:30. So it's crazy. So
are you sure you want to do this? I'm just joking. No, but yeah, I mean, I'm self-employed. I worked for the Postal Service 15 years, and you know, when I left, it was more. I got burnt out. I was tired, and you know, luckily I did. You know, I had my retirement, so that's good. But when I left, yeah, it's like people assume like, oh, well, you own your own business. Oh, you know, I mean, I travel. I get to do things every once in a while, but I'm working. I'm always having to work. I mean that. Like yourself, I don't say no to money. So people call me, they need something done. You know, I'll go get it done and get paid, of course. But let me ask you, when it comes to your company, I mean, like right now, you're working under
EXP Commercial.
Now, are you a contractor or are you like an employee with them?
No, we're contractors.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And of course, the people that you have under your team are going to be under you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet, man. And of course, let me ask you this. I mean, you see, you're looking in Houston. What about Austin? Austin is Austin pretty?
Yeah, I can. I'm looking for like everywhere. Like right now, Austin. Right now, I don't have anybody in Austin, but yeah, I'm gonna start moving.
Yeah, because
Texas is big.
I have a few people out there too, and a lot of them are in sales, so I'll definitely let them know. And one more thing. I mean, when it comes to I mean, of course, you know, you're gonna be traveling. Are you guys gonna go outside the country?
Yeah. Sometime.
Are you really?
Yeah. We're planning to travel to Mexico.
Okay.
We're doing business in Mexico, so probably soon. Because we work on, let me tell you, we are realtors, commercial realtors, but also we have other, from EXP Residential, they're specialized in residential and ranch and farm. And we work all together. We are a family. EXP is a family, so a big family, so we work all together. And sometimes we call, we get on listing and that we call listings.
Right.
So I'm working something in Mexico soon.
Yeah, look at that. Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
I mean, of course you said.
And then in China soon.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you speak Chinese?
No, but
not yet. Not yet.
My son-in-law, he's Chinese.
Oh, really? Okay,
yes.
well, yeah, take him with you. Definitely.
Yes.
And of course, I mean, we were talking about I mean, being bilingual and having that extra voice because we can actually. You can just flip it over. You're fine. You're fine.
So sorry.
You're good.
Don't break it.
Okay.
You can bring me one from China when you
From
go.
China.
They're probably better.
Okay, now I can hear you.
No. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to traveling, I mean, of course, he's going to be going with you outside the country also? Soon, maybe? Well,
I told him.
Yeah,
to
you're
ready
military,
to
right?
Yeah.
So where have you been? Where you're serving? And thank you for your service, by the way.
South Korea, Afghanistan, Iraq, you know, Colombia, Guatemala. I mean, all places. And the United States, of course.
No, right. You see, and one of the things, I mean, being outside the country, you get to live in that environment. I mean, I don't know if it was that much more different than it is here, but I mean, are you comfortable? Like, if she were to send you to Colombia tomorrow and say, hey, we're going to close over there.
I am. I'm ready.
Let's go.
You see, that's you got it like that, man. That's
the people I'm looking for.
No, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's the people that are go-getters. Because,
Yes.
of course, I mean, like you said, it is booming. I've noticed it. I mean, of course, I see your posts. I see you posting the leasing, so I know you're busy. One of the things I wanted to ask was, when it comes to, like a business license, of course, we talked about insurance. We talked about registering the name. If I were to, like, say, where does the name come in play? Because there's a business here, and I won't mention them, but they had a big fight. Restaurant name, and somebody in Houston had the same name, so they were kind of like, and they had to change their name. So,
Yes.
like, what is it something that they have to look out for?
They have to go to the city. The city they have when you register your name, you can get access if someone else have the same name. Some business they have their same name because they're franchise, so that's why.
You see, I mean, like, say if I was gonna open up, laptop city, I mean, do I register it locally, or I mean, because I am local, or is it better for
locally.
me
If you're gonna open in San Antonio, it's gonna be locally.
But if I'm looking to, like, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna open up one in Austin and Houston. I mean, do I have to, like?
Yeah, you're gonna have access to the same.
Okay, so I just go through the city and get
through
everything
the city,
registered.
and
Okay,
you're gonna get that same information. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious because I remember that restaurant and they were saying there were so many, like, I think it was spelled the same and they had like the same everything. I was thinking, wow, what a coincidence. But I mean, of course, But,
and let me tell you, once you sign the lease and you're ready to open for business, you have to get the occupancy certification from the city, the CO.
Right.
So, and the one inspector from the city, they come do the inspection and then they give you the certificate. So, and then you can open for business.
And that's basically to say how many people can come in
Yes.
or be in the building at the one
Yes,
time.
they're gonna check like everything, the occupancy, the everything is working. Especially when it's a restaurant, they check the HVAC system, because the HVAC system is super important when you have a restaurant, because the kitchen is gonna be hot. So. Yeah.
No, I know here, the owner here, I mean, when he opened up the place, they gave him as far as like, okay, well, if you do this and if you add this, like the back, there's a dock because this used to be a warehouse. So they asked him, they told him, if you build a staircase and, you have it, we come over here and give you the permit, then we'll up the occupancy. And so he did, because of course he wants more people in here. But I mean, there was a couple of things that he had to alter, and because of that, I think he's got 126 like people he can have at one time. So I mean, of course, makes for better business, right? I mean, get more people in here. And I mean, we are inside a martial arts facility. We're in the training facility. Have you ever done martial arts, my man?
Nah.
I did.
You do
Did
this
you really?
basic army combat.
Oh, okay, but that was enough, right? I mean, as far as if something happened, then take care of business, man. And then what did you do?
It was when I was in a college. I was around like 13 karate. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, there you go. Now, if you need backup, then you can depend on her, man. And I mean, as far as now, you're not doing anything as far as martial arts?
No, martial arts, no, for now.
And what about your kids? Because you said you had...
Yeah, I have my daughter, she's 23, and my son, he's turning 18.
Oh, okay.
But he's joined the Navy, so...
Oh, okay, so yeah, you let them pay for
He's gonna
that,
get,
right?
he's gonna pay for the training.
No, definitely, yeah. Might as well. He's already going to be up there. But yeah, I mean, as far as, those are some of the questions that I had, and I appreciate it, you guys answering. Is there anything else that you want to add, like maybe people look for, as far if they're trying to open up a business?
Yeah, if they're gonna open, like people opening, because I know there's a lot of people they planning to open business, but sometimes they have no information, the right information, and they can contact us, because sometimes they think it's difficult, the process, and it's not.
Well, I mean, you'll make it easier, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you tell them exactly what they need to look for.
And also, let me tell you, when tenants comes to me, the most percent they think that they have to pay us. We don't charge the tenants, we charge the landlord. So basically, it's they can come to us and we won't charge. So
you see, I didn't know that. Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I do thank you. I know you're busy, so you're probably gonna be your jet's probably outside. You're gonna fly somewhere right now. But I do thank you for coming by, and I appreciate this. And hopefully, I mean, I know you have a tight schedule. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring you in here because I want to recap and see what else is happening.
Sure.
But I appreciate it, everybody. I'm gonna post a link, so if you have any questions, of course, any concerns, any comments, I mean, of course, you can reach out and follow up. Till next time. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.